Alright. Some idea. Saw a Marine kill mech dude with his 2 Marine tanks all in. Alright, yeah, I'm going to keep that in mind. I do think that that had the most potential, because I did not have a good idea on how to deal with this. Like I said, just straight up, this is the most disgusting Terran build that I've played against since Mass Raven, but I think this is better than Mass Raven. I don't think Mass Raven was actually good. It was just extremely obnoxious. Alright, this is what I wanted to see. Okay. Like, I just could not get lucky here. So he sends out an SCV scout, which scouts double gas. So he knows he's probably going to be up against aggression. That's when he expands on the high ground. This makes sense. Good decision, just to be safe. Okay, like, this doesn't make any sense. He's rallying this across the map, and then he randomly sends it over here. So like, really? I don't know, guys. The barracks was rallied across the map. He changes it, leaves it here. I don't know. Am I being paranoid? Just tell me. You're not funny. Am I being paranoid, guys? And he only rallied it on attack move to here. He sent it specifically around here and stopped it right there. Okay. Alright, yeah, so, alright, Florencio's saying it looks suspect. It does, I'm not gonna lie, it does look suspect, but checking for the SCV, I do it too when I know my opponent SCV scouted. I mean, he's checking for the SCV, but he only went to where my SCV was. He was initially rallying it across, stopped, and then sent it here. Like, it wasn't like he did the attack move to go around here and bring it back. It was just to attack where my SCV was. I don't know. Opponent probably watched never attack video, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm not going to make any accusation unless I'm very, very confident in it. So I'm not making an accusation. I'm just saying I definitely got unlucky right now. 100% got unlucky. The other strange thing is the guy didn't send a single unit to my base aside from the opening Reaper. I don't know. Could just be really good play. With, like, recognizing that I have Reapers out, maybe I'll send the Reapers in here, so he's already pulling these back after the Cyclone leaves. I don't know. And, alright, I don't know. Pretty unlucky for me. Yeah, that is true, Frame Show. I guess, like, my only my only point of contention, so it's not that he scouted for the SCV, because you're right, and obviously that's what I like to do with Reaper Cyclone and just Reaper SCV Scout in general, is bring the SCV up to get one shot off on the Reaper, and then you can win the Reaper battle. My only point of contention is that he left it specifically over here. He never saw my SCV go over here. I pulled my SCV away before before he sent the, like, long before the Reaper ever came down. I just pulled it away. He never saw where it went, and he just sent it directly over to where my SCV is. Normally, I would think, like, you do an attack path, like shift clicking over here and then over here, because my my SCV could very well be waiting here, or, like, waiting here or over here for that matter. So, but he went directly to where my SCV was and stopped, which, whatever. Like I said, unlucky. We'll just call it unlucky. What's up, Powerade Floyd? Probably watched Never Attack video from you. I actually haven't seen that video, but that is what he did. This is his first real scout of the game after the SCV. The one random scan here is what probably seemed the, I don't know, the strangest, and I don't think it actually saw my medevacs. I think it just missed. If I was going to make an accusation, which again, I'm not going to do at this point, but if I was going to make an accusation, I would think that on the minimap he saw something here and scanned on the minimap and just missed my units. Because it was a completely random scan. But... okay, like, really? Really? I don't know, guys. Could it, yeah, at this point, again, I'm never going to make an accusation unless I'm very sure. This is, he's randomly moves it over here and randomly moves it back right before my attack comes. This was the closest I came to winning the game, and it wasn't very close at all. Okay. Could be a random scan to see if my army is still there. Then again, he doesn't know if it's down here. So again, I'm unlucky and he's lucky. It's like I could be waiting here to dive in on the mineral line. For all he knows. But he's scanning here. Okay. Just unlucky for me again. Alright, this time it makes sense because I'm scanning this location, so it stands to reason that I would try to attack it. I would watch the game from his vision. Okay, let me go through it first like this, and then I'll look from his vision. At the very least, I'm going to say that I had a streak in both games. Both games, because he opened, if you recall, on the Acid Plant game, he opened with 4 freaking Cyclones at the side of his base, where a drop path would be. And I had to redirect my drops, and he had other Cyclones down at his third. So, like, it's 2 games in a row where I, just got unlucky a lot. But right now, of course, I'm in sensor tower range, so who really cares? This is probably all the information we're going to get until we see this scan that hits here. Because for most of the time, I'm sort of around the sensor tower range. Poking into the sensor tower range again here, so this is not suspicious. Okay, wait. I think this is the scan coming up here. This is the scan coming up here. Why? Okay, why on... and he did see it. Why on earth would you scan this randomly at this point? All right, tell me your verdict in chat. Why on earth would you randomly scan this location? Like, are you kidding me? Yeah, he scanned both sides, but he doesn't know if I'm coming... like, I could be coming straight down the middle, which is a perfectly viable attack. And he doesn't know if I have all of my army together. It definitely... like, it's... I mean, and, he scanned it when my medevacs were there. It wasn't like when my army had gone up to here and then around, and he just wanted to see, oh, okay, is he hitting me in both locations right now? And he scanned and he missed. He scans and he actually hits it. Like, are you kidding me? Yeah, we're gonna watch from his side after this. That's what I really wanted to see. Like, you've got to be kidding me with that, though. I think I'm either extremely, extremely unlucky, or, you fill in the blank. You know what the other alternative is. And oh, whatever. All right. Running into sensor tower range here, so once the sensor towers are up, you can't really tell what's going on anymore, so. that doesn't even make sense. He scanned in his sensor tower range. Alright, I'll watch it from his vision. Hackers scan to act like it's a luck scan. I agree with that. Like, I'm not ready to make a concrete accusation, but I am saying that I got completely unlucky with his positioning 2 games in a row. I was not able to catch him out of position even once. Not once. Okay, sees my SCV. My SCV goes back. As far as he knows, yeah, my SCV just goes back. So here we go. My SCV leaves. He has no idea where my SCV went. My SCV could be down here, 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 all of which are viable places to dip back in. Okay, and he just sends it straight to where my SCV is. Okay.
Add-on complete.
SCV ready. SCV ready. Ready to raise some.
All right, Jiggy, I'll see you later, man. He points it there versus leaving the rally point to do the work. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action.
He has no idea what I'm doing, by the way. I mean, he could just be confident in the fact that he's making 5 million cyclones. That is a possibility. So, like, we can't say that in and of itself is suspicious. But he scouted twice this game. He sent his opening SCV, and then he sent his Reaper. That was his scouting for the entire game.
Additional.
And then the luckiest scans that Battle.net has ever seen. I don't know. Stream cheat? Hey, what's up, Miko? How you doing, man? But I don't know. Like, if he was stream cheating, like that, hitting that scan on my medevacs on the left side, that was absurd. That, again, I might just be paranoid now, but that scan at my natural, by the way, makes no sense. What did he want to... I don't even know. What was the point of that scan at my natural? He's just scouted my tech. He knows that my army was at home as recently as like 5 seconds ago, because it killed his Reaper. I don't know. Maybe he hoped to see me moving out at that point. I really don't know.
Systems go.
Another scan at my natural, okay. Might as well send, yeah, I don't know. So go in here to defend his third, you know, that makes sense, that's fine. And now this is where he moves his army and then moves them back before I'm in vision. Okay, moves them back and then there I come into vision. So, I don't know. I'm doing well, thank you. Thanks for asking. I mean, like, did you guys see the... He goes to control his army, moves it to the left, and then moves it back right before my army comes into his vision. I don't know, man. And yeah, honestly, I pretty much agree with Florencio here. Oh wait, there was the end of the scan to catch my army moving over, but anyway. I'm inclined to agree with Florencio right now. I think he's doing the random scans to, because again, he hasn't really scouted anything.
Ready to raise some hell.
Upgrade complete.
He sent 2 scouting units the whole game, whereas I've been in his face the entire game, so I know what's going on. He's just 100% scanning your units. Yeah, like, and now, so now that the sensor tower is up, it becomes a lot harder to detect. Because, yeah, I mean, obviously he sees that with the sensor tower, so it's a lot harder to tell what's going on now. He sent the Vikings to intercept the drop, yeah. Oh, wait, you might be right about that, actually. Where my, okay, hold on. Wait a sec, you might be right about that, Aku. I don't think my medevacs were in his sensor tower range, were they? Okay, wait, he sent them down here now. Hold on, where was that? Okay, yeah, scans my army as soon as it hits the sensor tower range. That's cool. Alright, we're gonna slow it down. Yeah, yeah, exactly about the sensor tower makes it look less suspect. And like I said, it's a lot harder to detect if someone is cheating with the sensor towers up because they see the movement of your army.
Add-on.
Okay, so he does not know what's going on right now. I mean, aside from, he sees that my army is in his sensor tower range, but I want to see the medevac load up. Okay. 1 second, guys. Oh, man. All right.
Add-on complete.
Okay, I leave sensor tower range. I think this is where he sends his Vikings down, if I'm not mistaken. A few units in sensor tower range. Moving. I'm just going to keep moving in and out, but... Okay, activating his Vikings now. Still nothing in sensor tower range.
Ready to raise some hell.
Wait, why did he just click on my base? What was
Mineral
that?
field depleted.
Quite big army becomes a small point and goes to the bottom. Might be luck again. I didn't even say. Why did he just click? I mean, okay, like, not that that in and of itself is evidence. There will be times where I'll click on my opponent's base to, like, be reminded, okay, what was his infrastructure? How many, did he have double engineering base, single, whatever, things like that. But considering he hasn't scouted anything the entire game since the Reaper, why is he clicking on my base? Dust, we might be. I'm not sure. And did I miss the part where he went after the medevacs?
Mineral field depleted.
Okay, that's right there. That's where he freaking. Are you kidding me? Okay, this is where he scans it with no vision, and he moves, moves there to look. By the way, you never do that. You never do that. You only move there to look if you know units are there. If you're just doing a positional, like, am I getting attacked? You just scan on the mini map and see if there's anything there, and then you move. And yeah, that's the other thing. You do not do random scans when you have sensor towers. He hits my medevacs exactly. Sometimes fly my CC with no reason.
Command center upgrade.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Cause
Ready to blunder.
I am pretty darn sure now. I'm gonna say, like, I'm 95% sure that this guy is hacking. Not quite at 100%, but yeah, I'm about 95% sure that he's hacking.
Mineral field depleted.
Enemy contact.
Yeah, you're. Yeah,
Research
of course he scans my
complete.
army as he's leaving too. Yeah, you're right about that. Like in terms of build orders, he did the same basic build, but
Mineral field
different
depleted.
variation to get a build order advantage both times. What I mean by that is in the first game he took a super early. And
Add-on complete.
Why not scan the third
Taking
valley?
some fire here.
Why would you even scan here? On like my sensor tower is covering this. It's partially covering this. I'm using it for attack paths. Why would you even scan this third base location instead of this one? Like if you guys saw that before you see this, where would you think the third base is? Because I can tell you, I would think the third base is here. Or am I being paranoid again? Like what the hell? I've not made any hacking accusation in
Mineral field
my entire time
depleted.
playing Legacy of the Void. Like, this is awfully suspicious. Let me double check one more thing. I wanted to check what Aku said because I didn't quite catch it during the game. I want to see if he moved his Vikings prior to my medevacs entering his sensor tower range. So that's the last thing that I want to see. Every scan he does is on point. No, he hasn't missed a scan yet, except until the very end when he did a couple of completely random scans.
Add-on complete.
SCV ready.
More likely stream cheating than hacking, but with
I'm in a heap of trouble.
stream cheating, we need to get into vision. With stream cheating though, I mean there's a slight delay. I want to. I mean, it's only like a 5 or 10 second delay. It could be, but yeah, exactly. Like he's hitting it as soon as I'm there. Well, like especially with that medevac scan, that was one of the most suspicious things I've ever seen. When he has a freaking sensor tower there covering it, why on earth would you scan at that moment? Like stream cheating can't do that. Can't give you that.
Ready to raise some
What's the point of
hell.
scans then if it's stream cheating?
SCV ready.
Yeah, unless it's just to disguise it. But again, okay, scans my army again. Like, just scans my army as it's coming in. Like, perfect scan every single time. Holy crap.
Mineral
Has
field.
no vision of it, just scans my army as they're coming in. This is absurd.
Ready to roll out. Fueled up, ready to go. Ready. SCV ready.
I don't like. What do you guys think? Should I file a complaint with base trade, or base trade and or Blizzard? Okay, wait, hold on. What was going on at that point? When he sent his Vikings down there, what was going on? Okay, he sent his. All right, maybe I'm being paranoid. He sent his Vikings down. All right, so I scan here. Let's see. Maybe I'm wrong. I might be wrong about this one. Put it on normal speed. Okay, so sensor tower is not yet complete. Well, I actually need to see everyone, and I need to check his vision. Okay, I'm about to load. Okay, no, he did send them down here right now. So he sent them down here right now before he had vision with the sensor tower. So kind of seems like he's protecting both this here with this ground army, and since he knows I have a bunch of medevacs, he's covering for the doom drop as well. That's what it looks like to me, because again, keep in mind he sent these down here before his sensor tower completed. I'd put it on Reddit and ask people to see for themselves. It's gonna be a mass report. Mika, yes, it is. It is possible. Somebody actually was streaming. I think they did it probably to prove a point, but somebody was streaming a couple of weeks ago. Might have even been last week on Twitch with map hacks. Uh, and yeah, it was there might have even been more than one hack. But yeah, so like they would see these units here. There would be fog of war, but they also see the units. Oh yeah, you saw that one, Florencio? Okay, yeah, because I mean this, like I said, again, he sent the Vikings down here prior to the sensor tower completing. I'm thinking it's because he knows I have a lot of medevacs. So he's covering himself for the drop, and he's leaving his ground army here to defend. Otherwise, since you already have turrets up here, why would you send the Vikings here except to add DPS against a boost over the turrets? That's the only thing that I can think of.
Ready to raise some hell.
Okay, now pretty soon here. Why would you? That doesn't even. Why are you?
Complete.
Wait, what? What? Why did he move down? That was not in his sensor tower range, guys. That was not in his sensor tower range. Why did he move his camera down here and send his Vikings for something that he did not see? Or am I crazy? Let me double check. I'm going to slow it down. Hey, what's up, Infamous 9? I'm going to double check. I'm going to put this on normal speed. Okay, about to go out of sensor tower range. Let me make sure the rest of the army will leave.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, yep, scans what's already in his sensor tower range. Right here. That is not in his sensor tower range. That is not in his sensor tower range, and he moves his freaking camera there and sends his Vikings with no vision of it whatsoever. No, he moved it. Even if he sees it, even if he sees me load up in the sensor tower, which is fine, whatever, he moved his freaking camera right to the spot and sent his Vikings down at the exact moment that my medevacs are going there. If he was worried about a load up, he might on the minimap send Vikings there. But that makes no sense. He moved his freaking camera there before he had vision of it. There is no reason to do that ever.
Upgrade complete.
And by the way, he sees my army retreating here. He saw other army moving out here. Why would you ever move your camera down here? He has no vision of anything. And oh, look, there it is. Right when he moves his camera there. He moves his camera there as soon as the medevacs are arriving at that part and sends his Vikings there. For all he knows, my entire army is running back here and going to swing around here. For all he knows. He has no idea if I loaded up and then dropped right here. He has no clue. Have I ever been stream sniped? So I don't think this is a stream snipe. To my knowledge, I haven't been. Maybe I haven't. I didn't know it. I've never accused anybody of stream sniping ever. And in Legacy of the Void, I have not accused a single person of hacking. In Heart of the Swarm, I did, and I filled out reports because it was very obvious. This is the first time that I'm making a hacking accusation in Legacy of the Void. Protoss pisses me off. Yeah, and he has turrets there too. Exactly. He has turrets there already, so there's no need to do that. The only reason, like I said, the only reason to send this down here is to add extra DPS to prevent me from boosting in over this, like over this spot, or like maybe even something crazy, bunching them up here and then boosting them past. That's the only reason to send the Vikings there, and he moves his freaking camera to that spot, which he has no vision of. Like I said, there are a million things that I could do that would all be reasonable. I can pull my whole army back and come around from a different angle. I can load up and drop right here, which again is something to fake him out. But he was right every single time on every single move that he made. He was right. He never guessed wrong. Well, even if the Vikings were on patrol, and by the way, I don't believe they were on patrol, but even if they were on patrol, he moved his camera here. right as my medevacs go in. But yeah, we'll rewind it. I actually don't think they were on patrol anyway. Okay, so here we go. Vikings are not on patrol.
Upgrade
Nope,
complete.
just moved him there. Nope, just moved him there. Just moved him there to catch my medevacs, which were not in his vision. First game, he was always in position as well. Yes, exactly. Report him to, yeah, okay. I'm gonna, and then of course we'll watch that fantastic example of game sense where he scans my freaking medevacs. The most random scan of all time.
SCV ready. SCV ready. SCV ready. Ready to race. Ready to race some
Gets a
hell.
sensor tower and then randomly scans right outside of his sensor tower range
Mineral
to see my units there. Here we go, it's coming up. Shortly after that sensor tower is complete.
Ready to race some hell.
mineral field depleted. Command center.
Ready to race.
Unbelievable.
Ready to run.
Upgrade.
Unbelievable. That was it, by the way. All right. People are gonna, yeah, all right. So I'm gonna check the other one just to be sure. But yeah, I'm gonna come out and say it. This is the first time I'm accusing anybody in Legacy of the Void, any of my opponents, of map hacking.
SCV ready.
Tell them if you don't respond, I'll report. Yeah, I'm gonna press this issue, and I'm definitely going to bring it to base trade's attention as well.
SCV ready. SCV ready. SCV ready.
Our SCVs are under attack. Command center upgrade.
The Grim Reaper. SCV ready. SCV ready. SCV ready.
Add-on complete.
SCV ready. SCV ready. Ready to race. SCV ready. Systems go. SCV ready.
Okay, I mean that's lucky.
Command center upgrade complete.
That's lucky. Both, by the way, both of my I had one Reaper here, one Reaper here. So you know, just lucky. We can't say that's like evidence, but he goes up through here, and when my Reapers aren't at home, right before my bunker finishes, he kills the SCV. Okay, cool. So that just, you know, we just add that to my unlucky streak. That's all. As far as what he has scouted, all right. So just this so far.
It's online. Let's go kill something. SCV ready.
Too much of a perfect game for him. Yeah, it's 2 perfect games in a row. That's the thing.
Additional.
SCV ready.
That's why I stopped playing StarCraft Brood War. Is hacking bad in Brood War? Looks at my base again for some reason. Hold on.
SCV ready.
You know, could just be to check up. You know, that's not evidence in and of itself, but could just be to check up on what his Reaper scouted. That's possible. But that's 2 games in a row where he's clicking on my base long after his Reaper was there. Again, I'm not saying that's evidence in and of itself, but combined with everything else, it's certainly circumstantial evidence. Let's see.
Buy depots required.
Okay, he's pulling these back. I don't think anything is actually happening right now. I just followed logic. No, you didn't. I'm not going to tell him that it wasn't in sensor tower range. I'm going to see if he says that. I'm not going to tell him that.
SCV ready.
Yeah, I just used logic. Give me a break. Like, I want some of that logic, man. Like, this guy has the most flawless logic of all time. He's already positioning for drop defense. You know, that's not like the biggest deal in the world. He could just be extra safe. We can't say that that's suspicious.
SCV ready.
I will, trust me.
SCV ready.
Optics online. Let's go kill something.
SCV ready.
One second.
SCV ready.
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action.
SCV ready.
Optics online. Let's go kill something.
SCV ready. SCV ready.
Okay.
SCV ready.
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action.
SCV ready.
Yeah, thanks for
Optics online.
refreshing that
Let's go
Avalo
kill something.
impersonation. I'm glad you guys enjoy it. I don't envision doing that again anytime soon. I lost respect for myself for that one.
SCV ready.
What a good scout.
Systems go.
Yeah, this one's a little...
SCV ready.
What? The invitation is amazing. Thanks, man. Looks like 2 base all in with 3 to 4 tanks. I agree. I do think that would be the way to go for sure. Alright, so we can't fault him for this. I scanned his base. This is hey, what's up, Doom Cookie? We can't say that this is hard evidence because, you know, when your base gets scanned as a Terran, you know, you kind of think that it might be an attack. At the same time, it very well can be a tech scan too. So again, it's kind of like a guess. Like if we say it's not a map hack, he's just guessing correctly every time. Yeah, but the thing that's more suspicious to me, I don't really fault him for having these Cyclones in position here to defend the drop. If we take a look at everyone's vision, okay, so I'm over here. What's suspicious to me is he has these ready, but he also moves these in here when I adjust my path. So let me take another look at this. In the middle of a cannon rush game, 30 minutes. Good luck, man. Kick some ass. But yeah, Falconet, I do think you're right about that. I think it'll be important to recognize early that the opponent is going for this Mass Cyclone 3cc build and to just hit that 2 base all in as hard as possible. Otherwise, it's going to be a nightmare. But all right, we take a look at his vision. Again, I'm slowing it down to normal speed. Okay, so here's the scan. Again, he doesn't know technically if this is a tech scan or if it's an attack, but we can't fault him for preparing as though it's an attack and moving his units. He happens to move them to the exact right location. What I mean by that is, you know, he's moving them right to here. Like I'm not coming up along this left-hand side, right? He moves them in here, but again, okay, maybe he's figuring the turret is going to hit on the left side. Gonna finish my homework. All right, man. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, I'm still paying close attention to his vision. Okay, so again, he's moving here. If we take a look at everyone vision, all right, he's moving this here, and then he's going to move this down here. All right, so this is in position here, and now he's going to adjust this. He doesn't see it yet. And he moves this here right before my medevacs come in. Right before my medevacs come into his vision, he moves these here. Again, you can say, like, we can't point to this as hard evidence, but it's the fact that he gets every single guess correct. I would never point to this as hard evidence. It could be that he's thinking, like, his game sense is so good that he knows, okay, this is not a scan for tech. He's trying to drop me. And he, when I don't show up here toward the end of the scan, he's, thinking, and this is all in the span of like 2 or 3 seconds, by the way. He's thinking, okay, maybe he'll just drop at my third, so I'm preemptively going to move my cyclones in the right direction to stop that. But like I said, it's a case where this guy in 2 games that we played didn't get unlucky once. He was in position and made the right guesses every single time.
SCV ready.
Oh my goodness.
SCV ready.
Optics online. Let's
SCV ready.
Yeah, seriously.
systems go. Cyclone ready.
Oh! Well, what a convenient time to, like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The perfect time to scout for my third base would be the second that I'm landing it. And again, there's nothing that tells him that I'm not trying to take my third here. Are you freaking kidding me? It's like every single guess that this guy made was number one, it was correct, and it was at the right time. Every single time.
Be ready. SCV ready.
So you could say, all right, the command center is here. So by the way, it's equally close to here and here, but he might be thinking, all right, if he wanted to take this location, he would build it here. Fair enough. Again, I'm not going to point to this as hard evidence. It's just more circumstantial evidence. But the fact that you go and scout it the second that it's about to land is, again, it's just this insane string of luck that I really wish that I was that lucky.
Raise some hell. SCV ready.
Ready to blunder.
SCV ready.
Ready to blunder.
Ready to raise some hell. SCV ready.
Hey, what's up, Atira? 99%, hell, I'm gonna say it. Oh!
Mineral
Scans my entire army again. um,
SCV ready.
I'm gonna say I'm 100%
Mineral
certain
field
that
depleted.
I just played a hacker in this base trade tournament, so I'm pretty upset about that.
Ready to blunder. Ready to blunder.
SCV ready.
Well, like, why would you even scan? Why would you even scan here? By the
Yeah.
way, why would you scan here, like in this corner, instead of scanning, like, because presumably if you want to attack the third, you would scan here. Like if he's gearing up for this push to come around here, you would want to see if tanks are positioned here. Why would you ever scan this specific corner, except that's where my units are? Oh, I'm definitely going to report it. I already messaged him, and he had some ridiculous response. I just followed logic. Okay. But yeah, so there is no reason why you would scan this freaking corner for any reason. He already knows the third is there, which is Hellion miraculously found as it was landing. But there is no reason why you would scan specifically right here. You would either, if you're planning to attack through here, you would want to scan this general area to see if it's locked down, or if you're planning to attack the third, you want to know if tanks are going to be firing at you from here. But no, he just scans my army straight up. Like, what the? If he's smart, he won't hack in the finals because he already knows that I suspect him and I'm going to report him. If he's smart, but I mean, he might be greedy or think that he's hiding it well enough. Oh, again, scan my entire army every single time. Hey, by the way, guys, you remember how in the second game he was repeatedly scanning outside of outside of sensor tower range just to see if he was going to be attacked, and he ended up being right, like it was when he was going to be attacked. He hasn't done that once this game. He hasn't randomly scanned here when nothing's there, just because he's afraid of an attack. He hasn't randomly scanned here because he's afraid of an attack, or here. He's just scanning my army every single time. Wait, but if he's hacking, then why does he need to scan? To hide the fact that he's hacking. Like anybody with half of a brain knows that they've got to hide it somewhat. Exactly, yeah, Aku is right. So he doesn't make it 100% obvious. But so Atira, you missed the first analysis of the other game. Oh, like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding? What? Look at this. He sent his freaking... What? Hold on a second. He's sending 4 Vikings across the map to catch this double drop. Are you freaking kidding me right now? And again, even if he saw these medevacs moving out with a scan, number one, that would be lucky as hell. And he's only been getting lucky so far. That would be lucky as hell. Number two, again, you have no idea if I'm going to drop them right here and run up the middle, or if I'm going to bring them around here, or if I'm going to bring them right here. You don't know that, even if he catches them moving out. He sent them over and then was like, nah, it's too obvious, and pulled them back. Yes, you would never, ever in a million years send 4 Vikings across the center of the map. For all you know, my bio army is poised right here to run in and pick them off. You already have more than enough evidence. Competition admins should recognize this and ban him. Yes, all right, I'm just, Stallion Terran, I appreciate you saying that. I want to be 100% certain before I ever accuse anybody, because it's in gaming, it's the most serious accusation that you can make. And this is the first person that I've accused of hacking in Legacy of the Void. So I want to be absolutely certain and gather as much evidence as I can. I do not want to, especially since it's a tournament, I do not want to tarnish someone's name unless I'm as certain as possible. Let us know. Yeah, I definitely will let you know. Honestly, do so much random stuff. Yeah, but the difference, and that's a fair point, Atira, but the difference is even if it was random, it's random that only benefits him. If it's, just things that he just happens to do incidentally, it's only to his benefit. He has not been out of position once. He has not, sent his Vikings across the map in the other direction while I'm dropping him on the left side. It's only the right move every single time. And yeah, they are precise movements. This is absurd. Okay, so I think, let me double check here. I think his scan may have seen my medevacs picking up, and they may not have, by the way. Let me check everyone's vision. Where are those medevacs? Here are the medevacs right here. No, he didn't see it. Did he? Let me move back. And even if he did, again, you'd be scanning right as I pick up and move out. I think he just missed it. I think he actually just missed it. Pause. All right, his vision. Normal speed. The scan is going to come down here.
Field depleted.
He scans me as I'm sending my medevacs out. Were you streaming with some? I'm streaming. Yeah, the delay on the stream is about 10. It's about like a 10 or 15-second delay. So he could have stream sniped me, but at the same time, with things like this, he's hitting them as soon as it's happening. There was another example in the other game that I analyzed. He's scanning as soon, like he's hitting right on the dot with scans, moving targets. So again, scans me this random scan on my third base that catches me as I'm boosting my medevacs out in the very corner of his vision. So again, like I said, for all he knows, I'm sending them out this way and dropping. I could be dropping here. I could be dropping here. I could be looping them around and then boosting here to get into the natural. He has no idea. And yes, exactly. Stream sniping stream sniping does not explain how he's scanning at the exact moment. He's scanning at the exact moment that I'm making a move like that. I just want to rank match with this dude having bad. There you go, man. Way to go, Infamous 9. But yeah, I mean this is utterly ridiculous. And actually, I'm gonna pull back for a second. I wanna see where his camera was during that scan as well.
Mineral field depleted.
Okay, we're on normal speed here. The scan is gonna come up.
Mineral field depleted.
Yeah. Yeah, right. He put his camera here, and again, not scanning on the mini map, because by the way, if he scanned on the mini map, there was like half of a second where my medevacs were actually in his view. If he scanned on the mini map and then moved his camera here, he would not see me loading up the medevacs. So he put his camera here first, and then he scanned it. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do this. Documenting example. My stream delay is only it's only like it's 10 or 15 seconds. But like either way, like I said, he's hitting moving targets with his scan with no vision of it. He's hitting it right on time. I picked out in my opinion, two examples from the other game that cannot possibly be explained by stream sniping, because he's nailing these scans or nailing his Viking positioning without any possible knowledge. If he was stream sniping, he might still be late, or he might be too early or something to get to the location. But he's just nailing it every single freaking time. By the way, guys, I'm going to do all of this. I'm going to write down timestamps. I'm gonna write a full report on this because I freaking hate cheaters. So he's sending his Vikings out now across the effing map. He's sending his Vikings right now across the freaking map, which is one of the most. Okay, now Are you kidding me? That's it. Game over. You piece of shit. You piece of shit. Did you see that? Did you guys catch it?
Ready to blunder.
1 second. Wait, we need to rewind. Did you guys catch that? You piece of shit.
Research upgrade complete.
Ready to blunder.
Right here. Right here. And what do you know? There are my medevacs. What do you know? There are my medevacs. You piece of shit. Are you kidding me? And sorry for the language. Sorry for the flicking off. I freaking hate cheaters. I despise cheaters. This piece of shit just cheated his way into the tournament finals. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay, no, you know what? No. I'm not going to do that. I still participated in a tournament. I'm not going to BM. I'm just going to report this. Unbelievable. Hey, what's up, Val? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Guys, I'm so pissed right now. I can't describe to you how much I hate cheaters and how much they freaking ruin this wonderful game. And you know what the problem is? Before I even continue and before I report them, I'll tell you what the problem is right now. Beyond just the obvious of this person having an unfair advantage, cheating his way into, by the way, this is a tournament where I actually don't even know how much the prize is. I think there is even some small cash prize. Either way, it's a tournament. It's competitive. This isn't even just ladder. It's already bad enough to cheat on ladder because you're taking away rightful spots for people like me who I'm never going to be a pro. I just do this for fun, but I like getting that border, right? I want to be GM. And if there are people like this who his MMR is higher than mine, who are above me, you're already taking away like my spot. When I get to the point where I'm almost going to be in GM, if there are people who are right above me, well, I don't have that spot and they do, and they're cheating. That's bad enough. Number two, this is an actual tournament with again, I believe there is actually a cash prize. I didn't even look. I'm just playing for fun. But anyway, if you're doing this shit when money is on the line, then that's even worse. But the worst thing, like the most lasting impact as far as the community goes, and this is the problem, is that now, like someone like me, when you clearly cheat against me, right, I'm going to be really paranoid now. And so some people just will stop playing when this becomes prevalent. And I've done that before in Age of Mythology when cheating was completely rampant and the developers abandoned the game and they took literally years to fix it. um, People stop playing the game. That's number one. We're not at that point right now, and hopefully it never gets there. I don't think it will. It was really bad in Heart of the Swarm, but Blizzard eventually fixed it. But now every time I play someone on ladder who does something like they get really lucky with something, or I get really unlucky, immediately in my mind, the first impulse is going to be, okay, are they cheating? And I don't want that. I don't want that to be present in my mind. Not just because it makes me mad or something, but because it's not fair to people who are playing honestly. But now there's like this constant paranoia of, is this person cheating or not? And I don't want to be throwing around accusations. But someone like this they're just so freaking toxic to the health of the community that it really infuriates me. You just have to be a no life piece of shit to cheat, especially when there's actually a prize. It's bad enough to do it at any time, but it's even worse when there's actually a prize on the line. You're a piece of shit. So there you go. Busted. We'll watch the rest of it just for the hell of it. I mean, why not?
Ready to play.
Okay, absolutely I will. I'll leave the replay, and like I said, I've gone over this for the past like 30 minutes right now here on the stream. But I can write down, I can timestamp anything. I will, I'll do whatever you need to fortify my claim. But I'm more than happy to help. I wanted to be absolutely certain before I made this accusation. Like I said, first time I've accused anybody of cheating in Legacy of the Void. Watch some while he played in finals. Okay. Yeah, this is the first time I've ever accused anybody. I do not make accusations lightly, but that one right there, clicking his camera where my freaking medevacs were, after sending out 4 freaking Vikings across the map to intercept the drop that where he doesn't know where the hell it is. That's it. I'm sold. 100%. You're a cheating piece of shit, and I will do whatever you guys need to bury this guy. He messaged you before third game? Yeah, because I accused him. Yeah. Prize is just coaching. Okay, but that has a monetary value to it. Coaching has a monetary value, whatever the coach charges, because coaches don't do it for free. So yeah. All right, and thanks, Val. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, 100% BS. Yeah, he is nervous. That's why he said something. He wanted to try to preempt it. That's exactly what he did. Screw him.
Ready to raise some hell.
Oh, look! Oh, look! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Again, he pulled his Vikings away. After clicking on my medevacs through the fog of war, he pulls his Vikings away with no vision to then catch my medevacs. Are you kidding? After I reroute my medevacs, he pulls his Vikings away from the drop path to go hunt them down. Wow, this guy, holy crap, this guy is next level. Who sends four rogue? Exactly, four rogue Vikings. I am gonna be so happy to bury this piece of shit.
Ready.
Add-on complete.
Ready to plunder.
Wait, do I actually do I have an army over here? I don't even know. Do I? Okay, not yet. Shoot, I need to go back to his vision. But yeah, I'm 100% sold on this one.
I'm in
100%.
Add-on complete.
Keep scan. But why do you keep scanning my third base? By the way, it's like his scans only see my units. Why do you keep scanning my third base? Why wouldn't you scan for a fourth to see if my fourth base is up? Why do you keep scanning here? Now, like this time, you could say, oh, it's because he plans to attack. Then why did you scan it? What was it, 2 or 3 times before, previously? You're only scanning where my army is. Like, what? You've got to be kidding me. How was I feeling during the? I was feeling, and you can actually like check the VOD later, but I was feeling like, okay, wow, I cannot get lucky. This guy is in position for every single thing I'm doing, and I felt as though, not that my feelings are evidence, but I felt as though I just cannot catch a break. I can't catch this guy out of position, and he knows everything that I'm doing without him actually scouting. His scouting was just perpetual scans. He was not aggressive. He never poked in, with any kind of attack. And you could say, okay, well, he's playing mech. Well, he's also playing mass cyclones, which generally speaking, you're going to be more active, at least in the early game, with your cyclones. But whatever. Do Terrans at this high rank normally have that many factors? Yeah, that's a good one. I'm pretty sure that was a troll question. Either way, it's pretty funny. But yeah, if they're playing mech, if it's not a troll question, then yes. If they're playing mech, yes, the answer is they do. Can you leave replay so we can watch the thing at a pro player? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Do you need me, and I'm sorry for taking so long. I just wanted to make sure. But do you need me to timestamp anything? Yeah, why not scan the middle like last game? Last game you scanned the middle map only. Yep, exactly. All right, I'm leaving now. I've seen enough evidence. Screw this guy. Let's go. Man, does this have me steamed or what? All right, so I've left the replay. Errors. If you want to, oh, I absolutely want to point things out. Yeah. More people, the better. Yep. So I assume the risk sucks. Hope they can do something about it. Yeah. Hopefully so. Get out what? The hell is this guy talking about? Where I'm not going to resort to name calling. Let's just do it. Is that an actual clan, by the way? Is that like for Beastie subs or something? But yeah, screw this. My goodness, my chair is stuck in place. Okay, it's his clan. All right, cool. We want name calling. Yeah, I'm awfully tempted to do so, but I'm gonna try to be as professional. I'm not professional, but gonna try to be as decent as I can and just let this guy's gameplay speak for itself.
SCV ready. SCV ready.
All right. Okay.
SCV ready. SCV ready.
Symph exposed to hacking
Our
on a single clip. Symph acts like a
SCVs
baby.
are
Yeah,
under attack.
exactly, man. Exactly. I know.
Command center upgrade complete.
The Grim Reaper has arrived.
SCV ready.
Yeah, keep bringing up the Avalo impression. I know it's beautiful.
SCV ready. SCV,
Add-on.
SCV ready. SCV ready. Ready to SCV ready.
Optics online.
SCV ready.
Command center upgrade complete.
SCV ready.
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action.
SCV ready.
Additional supply depots required.
Okay, wait. Whoops. I'm sorry. Whoops. Okay.
Center upgrade complete.
SCV ready.
Optics online. Let's go kill something.
SCV ready.
Additional supply
SCV
depots
ready.
required.
Ready for action.
Yeah, thought proxy. Uh-huh.
SCV ready. SCV ready. SCV ready.
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action.
SCV ready.
Tell me of a VOD. Okay, yeah, Doom Cookie, I will do that. Thank you, man. And by the way, sorry for not focusing on chat right now, guys. I'm doing my best to try to provide them with the evidence. But yeah, I absolutely will show them the VOD, or tell them that I do a totally detailed analysis
SCV
Systems go.
for the
Cyclone
VOD.
ready for action.
SCV ready. SCV ready.
Optics online. Let's go kill something.
SCV ready.
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action.
To protect third, right? Right.
SCV ready.
Optics online. Let's go.
SCV ready. SCV ready.
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action.
SCV ready.
Optics online.
SCV ready. SCV ready.
Add-on complete.
SCV ready. SCV ready. SCV ready.
Optics online. Let's go kill something.
SCV ready. Ready to raise some hell. SCV ready. Ready to raise some hell. SCV ready. SCV
Ready to blunder.
ready to raise some hell. SCV ready.
Mineral field depleted.
SCV ready.
Mineral field depleted.
SCV ready.
Ready to blunder.
SCV ready.
Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
Okay.
Mineral field depleted.
Really? Okay.
Mineral
Ready to raise some hell.
research upgrade complete.
Ready to blunder.
Yeah, it does look suspicious. I was looking for medevacs. This is hilarious.
Ready to blunder.
Ready to raise some hell. SCV ready.
The only good argument?
Ready to raise some hell. SCV ready.
Add-on complete.
Ready to blunder.
raise some hell. I'm in a heap of trouble.
Add-on complete. Our SCVs are under attack.
Ready to raise some hell. Ready to raise some hell.
Ready to plunder.
Ready to raise some hell. Ready to roll out. I'm in a heap of trouble.
Command center upgrade complete. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
Scouted your army was he couldn't miss my army with his scans.
Mineral field depleted. Up. Add-on complete.
I'm in a heap of trouble.
There were no medevacs with that army, you idiot.
Base is under attack. Add-on.
Ready to raise some hell.
Mineral field.
Ready to roll out. Ready to raise some hell.
Mineral field depleted.
SCV ready. Ready to raise some hell. Ready to raise some hell.
Vespene geyser exhausted.
I'm in deep.
Base is under attack.
Hold them alone.
Ready to raise some hell.
He agree. Yeah, he agrees to what? No, that was game one. He keeps agreeing that stuff looks fishy. Yeah. And I don't know what Blask is talking about. If anyone can give me any explanation, number one, to send 4 freaking Vikings across the map, the entire map, in the perfect drop path, by the way, to catch my medevacs, and then click, change your camera to somewhere on the map that you don't see, a random freaking corner of the map, click where my medevacs are through the fog of war. And then, after my medevacs change pathing, you pull your Vikings back to address the new path. And you kill them, again, without seeing them. So, He agrees to make it seem like this is ridiculous. I have no idea who this Blask is, but why the hell is he even watching? He has no idea what he is talking about.
Add-on complete.
SCV ready. SCV ready. Ready to raise some hell.
Oh my! All right, who is this Blask? Seriously.
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action.
Command center upgrade complete.
SCV ready.
Optics online. Let's go kill something. Systems go. Cyclone ready for action.
SCV ready. SCV ready. SCV ready.
Additional supply depots.
This smart friend, I'm sorry to say it, but is an idiot.
SCV ready.
Smart friend I invited, yeah.
SCV ready.
Optics online. Let's go kill something.
Okay, again.
SCV ready.
System
SCV ready.
Seems fine, guys. You heard it here first. Seems fine, according to whoever the hell this guy is. This smart friend.
SCV ready. SCV ready. SCV ready.
Systems go.
Command center upgrade complete.
SCV ready.
Yeah, I am gonna post this. Okay, well here's the thing. I don't know. I do want to post it to Reddit. I don't want to unnecessarily piss off Base Trade.
SCV ready.
But I honestly, this Blask guy is.
SCV
I don't want to say anything personal about him, but I'll just say what he is saying is utterly absurd. When only one player gets lucky, and they get lucky every single time, that's already suspicious. It's only circumstantial evidence. You can never prove something on that. But when you have circumstantial evidence plus hard evidence,
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action.
the hard evidence being when he actually moves his camera to where my units are and he doesn't see them, then the circumstantial evidence adds up. No, like I don't want to take it to Reddit and piss off base. Like I said, I don't know, I would consult it with. I don't want Base Trade to get any blowback of, like, you know, like, I'm accusing this guy, I'm laying out my evidence, and then they determine that there isn't sufficient evidence. I don't want some sort of witch hunt,
Mineral field
you know, to
depleted.
go after Base Trade if, like, let's say for example, like Reddit agrees with me and it's ridiculous, the guy should be banned, or you know, whatever. I don't want
Add-on
something like that.
complete.
I'm just trying to make sure stuff is fair. Yeah. And as someone who hosts tournaments myself, I I definitely empathize with tournament admins, and I don't want to make their job harder. That was, I guess borderline lucky. He knew I was moving out for an attack, not just scanning to see if he has a third. I don't know. Like I said, just lucky. He didn't assume a defensive posture at his third base, by the way. He scanned it. Or I'm sorry, I scanned it, so you can reasonably assume that he thinks an attack is coming.
SCV ready.
Mineral field.
SCV ready. SCV ready. Fueled up, ready to go. Ready to roll out. Ready. SCV ready. Ready to raise some hell.
Oh, all right, get the hell out of here. Such dumb shit is. Yeah, I know it's unbelievable. Generic scan.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
Yeah, right. Oh my goodness, is this guy serious? Oh man.
Mineral field depleted.
SCV ready. SCV ready. Fueled up, ready to go. Ready to roll out. Ready to. SCV ready. SCV ready.
Upgrade.
Yeah, he has no intel. There's drops on exactly. I'm the guy who wronged him 10 years ago. He has to compensate. This is ridiculous. This is utterly ridiculous.
Ready to raise some hell.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
SCV ready. Ready to raise some hell.
Mineral field depleted.
SCV ready.
Ready to blunder.
Ready to roll out. SCV ready.
Stop talking to him. Well, I mean, the problem is, for whatever reason, this Blask is, I guess, incapable of actually assessing what is suspicious in a game. And again, the fact that only one player is getting lucky, only one player is making the right call every single time.
Add-on.
Oh my goodness. Convince Goblin. Yeah, I mean, Goblin seems to be reasonable.
SCV ready. Ready to roll out. SCV ready.
Add-on complete. Mineral field depleted.
Fueled up, ready to go.
Additional supply depots required.
Ready to raise some hell. Ready to roll out.
Mineral field depleted.
Yeah. Finally. Okay, so I didn't. All right, I'm not even gonna continue. Whatever. Hmm. Yeah. Well, this is really sad, and honestly, I I'm actually kind of a bit frustrated for even having to convince Blask this much when again you've got when you have there's a difference. You can never convict some or okay, you actually can convict people on circumstantial evidence alone. It's really hard and you have to have a lot of it. Um,
Command
but
center
when
upgraded.
you've got a pile of circumstantial evidence plus the hard evidence like this scan plus the hard evidence like the three separate things with the Vikings, um, scanning as my medevacs as the second they pick up and move out with
Upgrade
your camera
complete.
there, not on the minimap, with your camera there, sending the Vikings in the perfect drop path,
SCV ready.
um, and then clicking where my medevacs are through the fog of war in no place that you would ever need to click. And then redirecting once again without vision, redirecting your Vikings to intercept my medevacs after they've changed directions. Yeah, that's hard evidence. That's not circumstantial. So, yeah, whatever. Okay, guys, I'm going to scan right here specifically. Yeah, exactly. Shouldn't be a question. This dude is obviously using something. Yes, I totally agree. And again, this is the first time I have ever accused anybody in Legacy of the Void of map hacking. First time ever. Yeah, I see army on a move there.
Mineral field depleted.
Thaw is here. Taking some fire here.
Research
Is this guy
complete.
serious? Yeah, that's the point, Darius. That is.
Thaw is here.
Mineral field depleted.
What?
Add-on complete. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
All right. Well, the conversation. Oh, I know. The conversation tilt is real. Yeah. Oh, the conversation tilt. So you need to learn how to control an argument. You're too emotional versus logical. I have to disagree partially. I am emotional, but at the same time, everything that I've said is logical. So I have to partially disagree with you, my friend. Definitely emotional because I am pissed off because someone just cheated against me in a tournament. But at the same time, my breakdown of all of the evidence was logical. So true, but this guy is flooding you. Yeah, that is true though. And yes, I do need to keep cool. So like you are right about that. You're right about that as well, Doom Cookie. Any sign of map hack? It couldn't possibly be me. Yeah. So what's the verdict? Yeah, just accused like that. The Evans taking care of this. I'm guessing they're just going to give it the time. All right, that's it for me. Wait, stop what? You talking to me? No, no, that's yeah. Well, that's why I left. That's why I was gonna say more, but I left. But I mean, like, you guys have to understand it from my position as well. Like, I'm obviously really mad because, first of all, I hate cheaters in any sport. I absolutely hate cheaters. They ruin everything for everybody else. So, I did not envision spending this much freaking time on these replays today. I've got to check my work email, so give me a moment, guys. Please be August 2nd, not the 3rd. Okay, good. So, to remind you guys, I'm going to be going to DC for work August 2nd. As of right now, I'll just be there for one day. That's a Thursday. Currently have 5 back. Okay. Alright, yeah, so I do believe it will only be August 2nd. And then I'll be going to Brazil again on August 14th. Just like criminal sheet system, regular folks. Dude, I don't want anything to do with this guy. I understand, but you're insensitive to... Yeah, agreed. Need to keep your cool to get the point. Yeah, agreed. Just like criminals cheat the system, regular folks get to suffer and get oppressed by law enforcement. Yep, it's right to hate cheat. I totally agree, man. Totally agree. Do it later, just don't let them get any ground whatsoever. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely did not envision spending this much freaking time. The sarcasm, for example, it's funny and stuff, but you can do it later. Yeah, you're definitely right about that. You're definitely right. No argument there. We're all on your side. Thanks, man. Fist bump to the chat. Actually makes you a bit child. Well, I mean, I disagree with that. I'm someone who has a temper, and I couldn't care less if someone thinks it seems childish. I really just couldn't. You know, I'm someone who has a temper, and when it's a matter of right versus wrong, you know, it's not like your favorite cereal is Fruit Loops and mine is Apple Jacks, and I'm and I'm gonna throw a tantrum. This is a matter of somebody who is, it's just emotions. Yeah, I mean, people have emotions, but it's an issue of right and wrong. Where again, in this case, I was clearly wronged in having to play a cheater. So yeah, you're gonna get an emotional response. Not emotional to the point where, you know, I'm not swearing at the guy. I'm not saying anything personal to him, like kill yourself, get cancer, blah, blah, blah. I think I have a right to be mad. And yeah, so in my opinion, that's not childish at all. That's being human and being a passionate person. But I respect your opinion. Put it on YouTube, put the game link, so people can watch it there. All right, yeah, that's a good point. I will do that, Florencio. I root for you too, but it can hurt you if it becomes closer, saying that you got your points for. Thank you, man. Yeah, no, I totally understand that. Like I said, I don't take offense to you, saying it sounds childish. I disagree. I think it is an emotional response, and sometimes I think you shouldn't have an emotional response. Other times, I don't think that there's anything wrong with it as long as you keep it controlled to a degree. And I started to feel myself, like right now, I started to feel myself wanting to, take it to that next level of, getting angrier and, starting to. That's also why, by the way, you saw I was about to call him a piece of shit in the chat, like busted, you piece of shit, and I deleted it. I didn't send it. As much as I want to do it, I didn't do it. So I think that's again where the impulse control comes in, and that's where the line is that I don't want to cross. Even as tempting as it is, I want to verbally go after the guy, but yeah. Let's see. Can you roll your eyes back and make them fully white like The Undertaker? I don't think I can, but that was one of the most random comments I've ever seen in my chat. Question about I've been playing for less than half a year and I feel clunky. Russell, no gameplay feels a bit forced. After how long should I expect? That definitely varies from person to person. It also varies, of course, depending on how much you play. But I think the most important thing is get a hotkey setup that you're comfortable with. Once you get your hotkey situation, I have kind of a weird hotkey setup, but a lot of people like army on one, their production, like some people put all their production on one hotkey setup, but get something that you're comfortable with it, and then just drill it. Other things that you can drill are, of course, your micro through things like the Marine Control arcade game, and also the Marine Control arcade game. There are various multitasking drills, and so when you just get those mechanical aspects of the game down, the things that don't require any like real, I want to say any real thought or analysis, just the basic like physical aspects of the game, when you drill those, the game will become a lot smoother for you, and then you start to engage it on more of a cognitive level, not just a matter of reflexes. So, long story short, again, just to reiterate, the too long didn't read is get a good hotkey set up, something you're comfortable with that doesn't make you like stretch a ton, and then secondarily, actually spend time practicing things outside of just spamming ladder games. So that would be if you play Terran, Marine Control Challenge, various multitasking challenges, things of that nature that force you to get out of your comfort zone and to drill the physical aspects of the game. So hopefully that helps. So I should do this arcade challenge. Absolutely, they've helped me a lot. It'll help your micro, but also it will help with your fluidity and your level of comfort in using the units. I definitely wouldn't overdo them because the game is a lot more than that. But like I said, it will help you increase your fluidity and, as weird as it might sound to say, like the connection that you feel for your units. You know how like when people play any sport, whether it's like baseball, basketball, whatever, let's say like the ball or the bat is an extension of his hand. When you get to that level of comfort, you'll feel as though your units are more responsive. But as Doom Cookie said, play them a bit. Yeah, you don't want to overdo it because you also don't want to get into the habit of just mindlessly playing the game. So, what's going on with that Maphacker situation? I don't know, actually. I haven't seen them say anything. I mean, I guess the bad news is, regardless of whether or not they decide that he was map hacking, might as well report him for whatever that's worth. Doesn't really do anything, but I can timestamp the replays and send them to Blizzard. Yeah, we'll just report. Finals guy logged off. Oh, what, the guy I accused? Yeah, he just logged off right now. Oh, they're still discussing. Be somewhat critical. Try to generalize your important mistake and write them. Yeah. The one thing that was most discussed, like, I don't care about what that guy has to say. Oh, the person that I would play in the finals. Like honestly, he can. For me, it's more about doing the right thing. Like he can absolutely have the win and get the coaching. That's awesome. For me, like I said, it's for me, it's more about catching someone who is cheating and making sure they don't participate again. He can definitely, he earned the win in the finals. He can have it. And I could have brought it to the attention of Base Trade immediately, like prior to them playing that series. But if I'm going to accuse someone, I can't stress this enough. I want to make absolutely certain, as much as I possibly can, like that I'm sure that this person is hacking. I'm not just going to send an accusation out there and then then go back and check the replay. Okay, that's so that's fair enough. It's hard proving him get lucky. Yeah, yeah, fair enough. Uh, so he gets DQ'd from this one. I think he actually lost in the finals anyway, but whatever. Um, tournament organizers are in a tough situation too, because let's say uh, in this case, the guy's like he's clicking through the fog of war where my units are and throwing down random scans that hit my units. But in that 1 in a million chance that he's playing fairly, I can understand why they wouldn't want to just disqualify him forever in a heavy-handed manner for that 1 in a million chance. So I appreciate what the admins do. I always appreciate that. These guys aren't getting, they're not like getting paid to do what they're doing. They're doing this on their own time, and without them, you don't have the tournaments. So I really do appreciate it. So.